Hi, this is Cheryl of Majestic Wire Artworks. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make these fancy disc earrings. I have your supply list written in the description below, and it's very simple. You just need 2 ear wires of choice and 2 10-inch pieces of 20 gauge copper wire or silver wire, whichever you choose to use, and 2 disc beads. These ones are 15 millimeter, but in this pattern, 13 millimeter to 17 millimeter disc beads will work. And the first thing you need to do is take one of your pieces of wire and find the approximate middle, and we're going to make a loop. One we're going to do a regular loop, and the other one we're going to do the backwards loop. And I know I've shown you lots of times, but I guess I'll show you again. I'm going to show you the backwards loop, and the frontward loop I'm sure you know how to do. Okay, so there's the middle, and I'm going to give myself a little bit more length to make the loop. So right about there. It's just a guesswork. Doesn't have to be that accurate. And then we want your favorite size of loop that you would put on top of an earring. Okay, the backwards loop, we are going to have the wire go on the back side, which is this side, instead of the traditional this side. So basically exactly the same thing, just going on the other side of the wire, which makes that wire twist in the opposite direction. And wrap it around 3 times. And you want it nice and neat because it's going to show. And you can cinch it up if it needs it. And there, that one's done. So go ahead and make your regular one for your other side. And I'll be right back with mine. Okay, so the next thing I want you to do is flip it over to the back. Grab one of your beads. And your bead's going to sit up there at the bottom, and we want to use the whole of the bead to have a bend mark. That's how we're going to measure, and we're just going to bend it like that. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing with the other one. Okay, so that's the front. We want the back. Put the bead up. Flip it over. And bend it up. Like that. Okay. So now we're ready for the next step. Is we're going to put that loop on top. Now I tried doing it without the loop, and it made the wire sit funny, that it didn't want to work quite. So I figured, no, gotta put that little loop there, and it just centers the wire a little bit better. Okay, so you want that loop. It's not quite centered, so I'm going to take this and just center it a little bit better. I just want it there, like that, centered. Do the same with the other one. So this one's going to be the other direction. And I'm bending the wire. I'll have to straighten it out. Okay, I've got to flatten that circle. Push it down with my thumb. Now I want them similar in looks. Okay, I'm going to make this one a little bit smaller by tugging it a little tighter. And then centering it again. It's pretty good, actually. There we go. Now, I'm going to do the one that's in my hand. I don't even know if it's the left one or the right one. It doesn't matter as long as they're opposite. I think this is the backwards one because of the direction that the wire is sitting. So you're going to slide the bead on there, and then you're going to wrap. You're going to bring this down over top, and you're going to put a tight loop around that wire. Okay, like that. And then we're going to do the same with the other one, just so that we're working side by side here. So I'm going to bring this wire in front of the bead. Okay, so this one, it went on the right side of the wire. This one's going on the left-hand side of the wire. We want a tight loop around it. Okay, and now you want to go get it into focus. Oh yeah, because this wire's making it go out of focus. And now I want to wrap around this like so. Okay, don't want it to cover over itself. We want it to be beside itself. And then I want, how do I want to do this? We're going to go down. So you pull that wire down, and then put your thumb over this to give it some support, because it doesn't spin off correctly right away. So it's going to look like it's starting at the top. Okay, and then follow it around. See, started at the top, even though we made it start at the top bottom. And go right beside it. Okay, like that. Okay, and I'm going to continue with this one because I think we got it pretty good. Now we're going to ribbon it around. So we're going to take it down here, ribbon it nice and neat around. And we want to bring it down where it is laying kind of over top of the other wire and crossing like this. Okay, so it's going to cross right over up there. It's a little upwards, and that's okay. And then we're going to snip these wires off to curl them. 10 inches was way too long, but it gives you lots of working space. We're going to snip it so it's kind of matches the bottom there. See, like that? At an angle. So take your flush cutters, you add an angle, like about, focus, 45 degrees there. Okay. See, like that. And then we're going to take our tips of our chain nose pliers, and we're going to make a loop going that way and a loop going that way. So I'm going to spread it apart so that we can grab them. You're going to take your tip of your chain nose pliers I grab the wrong one? I got both of them. I don't want to do that. Make a little loop, having it touch itself. I'm going to lift it up just to make it a bit easier. Okay. And now I'm going to push it down. See how it nicely meets that wire there? That's the look we want. Okay, and now I have to undo where I went the wrong direction. Make my little loop. Have a touch. And that is done. Okay, now we're going to do the exact same thing with the other earring. I just noticed that this is not flush. Okay, that's the way we want it. Okay, that one's done, ready to put an ear wire on. Okay, so now we're going this one in the opposite direction, and we are going to push it down, wrap it around itself. Okay, so like that. So it's a little bit past that. Okay, it's because the other wire is going to go in between there. And now I'm going to pull this one down, put my thumb over it, and we're going to follow it around. But it's not going to take until the top. There, it just took. And then wrap it around. There. That looks good. And now we're going to ribbon it around the base. Like that. Okay, we got it there. And now we're going to snip it at that angle right there. And make the loops. Split it apart. Okay, I always start with the bottom one first. There. Push it into place. And then the other one goes upwards and outwards. Okay, like that. There. And that one's done. Push them down. I think I'm going to move this one. Bend it a little bit more. I must have made a little bit smaller loop. There. So that's okay. Just give it a little bit more curve. And now I'm going to straighten out the top loop again. Okay, now they're ready to put the ear wires on. And there they are. Beautiful. Okay, thank you for joining me in this video, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And thank you for being part of Patreon, and God bless, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.